you will lose the chance of removing problems from your life. But if you listen to me until the end, you will know exactly what to do, and your problems will start resolving day by day. My dear child, this message is not just words. It is a call to action, a divine moment where I am reaching out to you to pull you out of the chaos, pain, and confusion that have taken hold of your life. I see you, struggling to keep your head above water, feeling like the weight of your problems is too much to bear. You're trying to hold it all together, but deep down you feel stuck, lost, and unsure of how to move forward. Let me tell you today, you are not alone. I have seen every tear you've cried, heard every silent prayer you've whispered, and felt every ounce of pain you've carried. And now, I am here to show you a way out, a way to step into peace, joy, and purpose. But you must listen carefully, for this message contains the keys to unlock the life you've been longing for. First, let's address what's weighing on your heart. Perhaps you've been battling financial difficulties, feeling like no matter how hard you try, you just can't make ends meet. Or maybe your relationships are falling apart, and you're unsure of how to fix the brokenness between you and the people you love. Maybe it's your health that's been failing, or the crushing weight of anxiety and depression that keeps you awake at night. Whatever your problems may be, I want you to hear this. They are not bigger than me. I am the God who created the heavens and the earth, who holds the stars in place, and who knows every hair on your head. There is nothing too big, too small, or too complex for me to handle. But in order for me to work in your life, you need to let go of the illusion that you have to fix everything on your own. First and foremost, I want you to come to me in prayer. So many times you try to carry your burdens alone, thinking you need to figure it all out yourself. But I never intended for you to live this life in isolation. My word says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Prayer is not a last resort. It is the first and most powerful step you can take. When you come to me in prayer, you invite me into your situation, and I begin to move in ways that you cannot see. Speak to me openly and honestly. Tell me about your fears, your frustrations, your hopes, and your dreams. There is nothing you can say that will shock me or make me turn away. I already know everything about you, and I love you completely. Amen. Next, I want you to shift your focus from your problems to my promises. When you focus solely on what's wrong in your life, your problems can feel overwhelming. But when you focus on my promises, your perspective begins to change. My promises are greater than your problems. I have promised to never leave you nor forsake you. I have promised to provide for all your needs according to my riches in glory. I have promised to be your refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Write these promises down. Meditate on them. Declare them over your life every day. Let them fill your mind and your heart until they become more real to you than your worries. Third, let's talk about forgiveness. I know this is a difficult topic, but it's one of the most powerful ways to find freedom from your problems. Unforgiveness is like a chain that keeps you tied to your pain. It blocks the flow of my blessings in your life and keeps you stuck in a cycle of bitterness and resentment. I'm asking you to forgive, not because the person who hurt you deserves it, but because you deserve peace. When you forgive, you release the burden you've been carrying and make room for my healing to flow into your heart. Remember, I have forgiven you completely and unconditionally. Let that same grace dwell in you and extend it to others. Now, I want you to take a deep breath and focus on this next step. Take one step at a time. When you look at all your problems at once, it can feel overwhelming, like climbing an impossible mountain. But I am not asking you to fix everything overnight. All I'm asking is for you to take the next right step. Trust me to guide you. I will light your path, even if it's just one step at a time. Do not let fear of the unknown stop you. I am already in your tomorrow, preparing the way for you. Let's also talk about the importance of community. You are not meant to go through life alone. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and point you to me. Seek out a community of believers who will pray for you, encourage you, and remind you of my truth when you feel weak. When you isolate yourself, the enemy tries to fill your mind with lies. But when you are surrounded by others who share your faith, you will find strength and support to keep moving forward. I also want to address something that might be holding you back. The things in your life that are separating you from me. These could be harmful habits, toxic relationships, or even negative mindsets. Whatever it is, I'm asking you to trust me enough to let it go. When you release what is no longer serving you, you make room for the new blessings I want to pour into your life. Trust me, what I have for you is far greater than anything you are holding on to. Renew your mind daily with my word. Your thoughts are powerful, and what you dwell on shapes your reality. My word is alive and active, sharper than any double-edged sword. It has the power to break chains, tear down strongholds, and transform your mind. Meditate on my word every day. Replace lies with truth, fear with faith, and despair with hope. My word will be your anchor in the storm and your compass when you feel lost. Amen. Be patient, my child. I know that waiting is hard, especially when you're desperate for a breakthrough. But my timing is perfect. While you wait, I am working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, preparing your heart, and orchestrating your victory. Trust that every delay has a purpose, and every setback is part of your setup for something greater. Finally, never forget how much I love you. My love for you is not based on your performance or your ability to solve your problems. It is unconditional, unchanging, and everlasting. No matter how many mistakes you've made or how stuck you feel, my love for you remains the same. Let my love be your anchor, your strength, and your source of hope. My child, your problems may seem big, but I am bigger. I am the God who parted the Red Sea, who shut the mouths of lions, and who raised the dead to life. There is nothing I cannot do. Trust me. Follow these steps and watch as I begin to turn your situation around, one day at a time. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Subscribe to the Gospel Connection and comment Amen if you believe.